Hey there gamers, Johnny Cage here, and today we're going to be reviewing Naruto Shippuuden Narutimate Accel 2. Hope I pronounced that right. This is the newest Naruto game out of Japan. Came out just a couple weeks ago over there. We got it imported, and tonight we're going to review it for you. Now, just a fair warning before you order this game, very little of it is in English. You're going to need to download a translator if you really want to play it that bad. However, the versus combat system is, really doesn't require that much translation. If you can, if you played the other games, it's very similar to that. Alright, here we have the title screen. The bottom option is really just load game. Top one brings you to the main menu. We have a typical loading screen. Here we're at the main menu. This, the music's fairly catchy. It's nice. Very Japanese. Super happy, fun. Got a few different option modes, jukebox, options, real quick. Just wanted to adjust the volume a little loud on this TV. That's pretty good. I'm going to go into story mode, or adventure mode. Got little chibi Naruto up there, having a blasty. Now this is the story mode. This is where the whole adventure comes out of this game. I really wish I could tell you what he's saying, but unfortunately I haven't gone to Japan yet, and I haven't learned the language yet, so I really don't know. The only thing that kind of annoyed me about this game is that I can't enjoy the story mode because I have no idea what's going on. Now, I understand that it's an import game, so why would I play it in the first place? But you know what, there's a huge craze around Naruto, so I figured I'd try to experience it for myself, but obviously that's a little bit impossible since I can't read, listen to, understand, or even speak more than 5 words of Japanese. That actually kind of looks like Mount Rushmore right there, but it's not. The graphics of this game are actually fairly impressive. That is one of the things I do like about it. It really takes the anime perspective of this game and the style of the actual anime, and it brings it to the PS2, and it really stretches the PS2's graphic quality, I feel, to its limits in a cartoon fashion. It's really nowhere near quality of games like Final Fantasy X, Metal Gear Solid 2. However, it's an anime game, so. Alright, here we are in the square of the town, just jumping around, getting feels for the controls, double jumping in the air. Controls are actually fairly fluid, which is nice, but combat seemed a little bit basic as far as the intro to the game. But I guess as time goes on, you do learn your abilities. So you have the map on the side. What? No, interrupt me. Stop. Just pause it for a sec, go through the menus, see what we got. I really only recognize 1 or 2 things. I really don't even know what this is. Gonna be honest with you. I'm just kind of fooling around in here. But item sack, exit, that much I do know. Now the map on the right is telling us to go north. Where else but north? It's easy enough for, the first level of the game, if you will. But I'm really just going to show you this because a lot of people don't know that this adventure mode is so dense and so extravagant, if you will. However, the real action of this game takes place in the versus fighting mode, which is why I wanted to play it personally. So let's skip over to that, and we'll continue with that. Alright, so I magically walked through the door and I'm back at the menu. The second option in the main menu is versus fighting mode. Now, since I was just all by my lonesome, playing by my lonesome self, I was just versing the computer for a little bit of time. This is one of the fights. There's a lot of characters in this game. I wish I knew their names, but I don't. That doesn't matter though. The combat system is really tight since it's made by Namco Bandai. They brought titles such as Soul Calibur, although they kind of broke with Soul Calibur 3, but Soul Calibur 2 was probably one of the greatest 3D fighters I've played in my lifetime, and Namco also brings you Tekken. And as broken as Tekken 5 is, and as broken as Tekken 6 is, they had a really good run with 1 through 3. 4 was pretty good. So the fighting's good. The super mechanics are a lot of fun. I really enjoy them. So let's get to it. This stage select, there's 24 stages when you start off. Obviously there's more unlockable, which is always good. The environments are really in depth. Really, the graphics really brings the PS2 to its max with an anime style game. Here we are with the fight. The one thing that I really didn't like was that there's no round 1 fight. It really just throws you in. Although, it's arguable, it could be good. This is another mechanic where you have to basically hit a certain amount of buttons. It's also like the supers. You have to hit a button sequence, and whoever wins that button sequence wins the draw. Now, for fighting, X, just like in the main game, is jump, and box is to throw your projectile, punches to punch. I mean, circles to punch, I'm sorry. And triangle uses your energy, as I just did there. Now, this is your super. Now, obviously, there are buttons going on. This is a certain button sequence that you need to hit that was just going on the left. And the faster you hit those buttons, and the more buttons that you're able to hit, the stronger your super hits for. So, you know, I didn't get to hit too many, but it still did a decent amount of damage considering that was the only time I've hit her so far. Now, this game also sort of works like Marvel, where you have assists, so that's always nice. Except it doesn't get as fast-paced as Marvel, where you have 2 other people coming in, assisting you with 9 characters on the screen at one time. The most you can really ever have on screen is 4, but it's really just for like a second or 2, just for an assist hit or something. The combo system is really tight. You know, you can really chain a lot of things together, and the more combos that you do, the more energy you get for more supers. And as you can see, she just attempted to do a super, but I was able to hit her fast enough to cancel it. And there you have it. That's the versus system of Naruto Shippuuden Narutimate Accel 2. It's fairly in-depth. It gets pretty fast, but not as fast as some games that you would see in a competition. But for a game that you're not about to go to a competition for, this game is a lot of fun. You know, I have fun playing it. I know you guys probably would too with you and your buddies. If you'd like to check out the game, you could look over there to the description of this video, and there's a link in there that'll bring you directly to the games page at videogamecentral.com. Thanks, guys.